So here it is, the 90% complete office. Yeah, we just wanted to make it as club as possible, you know. We wanted to kind of just bring the Instagram to life aesthetically. So, you know, I think the building kind of had to match that. You know, as you can see, it's just so old, and I think it's just so sick. Like, it's got so much character to it. Even from like the railings that we picked, you know, like it's like rustic iron, which I think goes really well with the room. And then over here we have like the display wall. Still need to put some pictures up, but you know, it's nearly done. Yeah, one missing picture there. And then we've got like an actual cutout from the Warner Bros. This is actually from the set. I think that's like 25 years old maybe. But that looks sick. And then we've got like this old style cube sofa. You know, give it that, again, vintage feel. Just waiting on a steel coffee table. It's taken like 5 weeks to get made. That's going to come from Germany, so that's just going to like go there. And then we are getting a custom made pool table, 7-footer, from that's actually being imported from Germany as well. I don't know why all this stuff is coming from Germany, to be honest. We never planned it, but it just seems to be where it all comes from. But yeah, that's taken 6 weeks as well. So yeah, that should be in another couple of weeks, which will fill that space quite nicely. So yeah, this is kind of the showroom space, you know, where visitors and, you know, we kind of put the collections throughout the year on here, stuff that we're working on, kind of fully build this out. You know, I haven't got the clothing yet to do that, because obviously there's been a lot of dust and stuff, but yeah, as soon as we get the deliveries, all these railings will be full with 2026 product lines, which will be cool. So yeah, this is the showroom, 99% complete. In here is the actual office. So yeah, quite self-explanatory really. This is finished. Yeah, so this is obviously all the work will be going on, all the design meetings and stuff like that. Just club office. Took us a while to find this building, to be fair, because we didn't want anywhere with like, you know, white walls, grey carpet, you know, like very, very office vibes. We wanted somewhere that represents the brand and kind of has that like old feeling to it. And this building was perfect, you know. I think it's like 200 years old or something like that. So it just represents kind of the brand so well, you know, in terms of like nostalgia and stuff like that. I think it's sick, and we wanted to get furniture that kind of matches that as well. So that's why stuff has took quite a while to be delivered, including like the pool table, which isn't here yet, the coffee table, which is, like I said, taken 6 weeks. All the railings and stuff were like old piping, you know, the conference table that we've got in the office, you know, and that took like 5 weeks. Again, that's like old piping and scaffolding boards and stuff, you know, to kind of get that feel. But yeah, really happy with the kind of finishing look. You know, really great start to the year as well. Three of the team starting next week, so they're all brand new people. Starting in the office next week. 2 of them have already started, but actually starting from the office next week. So yeah, great start to the year, you know. We're still in January and we've got a new office. We've hired 3 people. You know, we are really pushing forward fast, and I think this year, you know, like I said, just really looking forward to growing the team, growing the community, growing the product lines. You know, we kind of got denim in the works. We've got so many different product lines in the works, you know, moving forward from just t-shirts and hoodies and stuff like that, you know. And the team that we are building here is to really help with that, you know, really help push on the collections, really help push on the actual product, the construction of the product, you know. So the garments and stuff that we do make are just going to be, you know, 10-10 quality wise, 10-10 fit wise, you know, just making sure everything is perfected, from production to the finishing line. You know, that was the main aim, especially for this office in Manchester, was to kind of build out a creative team, you know, that solely focus on the brand, but also the product, you know, because I think they're 2 of the most important things. So yeah, really looking forward to kind of seeing how this year carries on, and if we carry on growing the way we have just in January, you know, it's going to be really exciting. So yeah, looking forward to it. So today, just about to drive up to London and get a flight to Monaco for the second shoot of the year. Yeah, really looking forward to it, to be fair. I've never been to Monaco. We've shot there quite a few times, well the team shot there quite a few times, but yeah, personally I've never been, and it's a place that I've always wanted to kind of visit, you know, so yeah, looking forward to going there. As you can probably tell, I've got a bit of a cold. You know, it is cold in Manchester at the minute. Jesus Christ, feels like it's about to snow. But yeah, so the plan is, got to pick Charlie and Max up, the photographer and model from Leicester, on the way, and then yeah, get to London tonight and then fly to Monaco in the morning. It's only a quick 2-hour flight, I think, hour and a half. We're going to spend like 2 days there shooting the February drop, which is a really solid drop, to be fair. Got some restocks of some stuff that sold out like within minutes towards the back end of last year, so yeah, I think February will be a really good drop. So yeah, just a little recap on the year so far. Obviously just going into February now, so yeah, January, really solid month. We've done a small kind of capsule collection that done really well. We moved into our office last week. Josh and Ty joined the business, one being a full-time designer, one being a brand manager. They was really good to start working with them as of last week in the office, you know, bouncing ideas off each other and stuff like that. Exactly what I wanted to do, you know, exactly why I wanted to come to Manchester as well. Definitely made the right decision setting up the office in Manchester. I feel the quality of people here is just great, you know, really good place to kind of build a team and build a brand and build a business, you know, so yeah, that went down really well. But I mean, Q1 as a whole, so January, February, March is pretty slow couple of months for any business, unless you're kind of in the activewear, sports nutrition sort of area, because, you know, people go into January, you know, people aren't drinking, people are just wanting fitness and, you know, etc, etc. People aren't wanting to spend money because it's just been Christmas, so Q1 is always a bit of a slow month. It's kind of where you lay the foundations for the year ahead, so that's exactly what we've been doing. You know, small collection last month, be a small collection this month, small collection next month, getting ready for like April, you know, going into Q2, which is a really big quarter for us. So yeah, that's exactly what we've been doing, is kind of just laying the foundations ready for, you know, the second quarter really. But yeah, so we have a garment tech starting in 2 weeks as well. So a garment tech is someone that develops product, really moves on the product in terms of fabrics, fits, you know, kind of knows the weights of fabrics inside out, the sizing of fabrics, how stuff should sit, and so on and so on. So that'll be great, you know, to kind of invest into the product, so like when a customer does get it, it's, you know, they can't fault it in any areas, do you know what I mean? So designer's job is to kind of create the product and design the product, and then a garment tech's job is to obviously bring it to life and construct it the best way possible. So yeah, really looking forward to her starting, and then yeah, pretty much full steam ahead for this year really. You know, obviously as we go into Q2, like I've said, we've got so much planned in terms of collections. You know, we want to release denim, we want to release waffle fabrics, we want to release mesh fabrics, long sleeves, shirts, just stuff that we've never done before, like brand new product categories that we've never ever done. And I think it's needed for the brand, you know, it's a massive move on, but we didn't just want to rush anything to the market. We wanted to make sure, you know, it was done correctly and it was done in a club way and done to the best of our ability in terms of design and production. You know, we didn't just want to be like, here's denim and just rush it, you know. We wanted to really focus on it and make sure it's the best denim that we can create. You know, making sure we're doing, you know, the size specs right, the fitting right, you know, everything from the distressing to the washes, you know, everything is going to be sick. So really looking forward to that. So we look to kind of start that from like April. So that's when, you know, our real collections start, you know, January, February, March again, more consolidation months, sorry, and you know, just kind of prepping for the year ahead in small collections here and there, and then yeah, from April that's when we really kind of pick up the pace and yeah, look to bring in all this new stuff, which I'm really excited about, because the team's going to be, you know, in place, warmed up, you know, ready to go really. So yeah, really looking forward to this summer and so on really. So yeah, but now, as for now, like I say, just driving down to London, flight to Monaco in the morning, you know, second shoot of the year, really looking forward to it. Really solid collection. We've got a lot of like restocks and stuff coming this month of stuff that we have not restocked yet, that sold really well, so really looking forward to that. So yeah, let's go.
Last time was fun.
That is Monaco.
Yeah, no, I get it, yeah.
A lot
I get
of policemen.
So we have just touched down in Nice. I'm going to do a little bit of shooting here. It's actually my first time here, to be fair. It's really nice. Obviously Monaco is like 20 minutes down the road, so perfect place to stay, and then we can just kind of pop in and out. But Nice is actually a really nice place to shoot in itself as well. Obviously with it being a bit of a spring summer shoot, it's perfect that the sun's out as well, because when we checked the weather report, it was saying that it was going to be raining, which obviously wouldn't have been great. So yeah, good to see that the sun is out, and then we can get cracking really. But first things first, I'm gonna grab a coffee.
Yeah. Bare fruit, bare protein.
see ya. When I can sleep, it gets too deep sometimes.
Even though you shoot this location, so just touched down back in the UK from our Monaco shoot. A nice 2 days shooting the February collection. Luckily everything went to plan, including the weather, which was the main thing, because it was meant to rain the 2 days that we were there, but it stayed nice, which is obviously always good for a spring summer shoot. But yeah, looking forward to dropping this collection. Some big restocks in there, stuff that sold out so fast last time, so yeah, there's a big demand for that, and we really improved on the fabrics and fits, and yeah, probably one of my favourite collections so far this year that we will be dropping, so yeah, look forward to doing that. But yeah, just got to London now, got a nice 5-hour drive back to Manchester, and then it's Friday now, so I'll probably just get in the office tomorrow and crack on really. But yeah, I'm aiming for one video a month at the minute, obviously just showing behind the scenes of shoots, behind the scenes of business, behind the scenes of, you know, everything in between, moving offices and moving to Manchester and stuff. So but if there is anything in particular that you want to see, then yeah, let me know, because then obviously the next video I can kind of make sure that's in there.